All right, this video, we're going to talk about building your brand, building your business. Okay, so like I said, I'm new to real estate. This is all new to me. I'm just following you along with the journey with me. Some of my thoughts and ideas might change in the future. You know, I'm brand new to all this. I've had my real estate license for less than a week. I just barely met with my broker to kind of get the ball rolling on this stuff. So I'm actually interested to see a year from now if my ideas and my thought processes are the same or how they kind of change with time. But I'm usually pretty kind of stubborn, hard-headed with things anyways, so we'll see how it goes. But before I get too much into building your brand, I kind of want to touch a little bit on accountability. If you're one of those, you got to be accountable in this job. It's your business, it's your brand. It's up to you to kind of take off and make this thing go. And it's not your normal job. You're not going to go punch in at 9, punch out at 5. They tell you exactly what to do. You got somebody watching you, basically micromanaging, making you work. You know, real estate is a business where you got to be accountable to yourself, right? I mean, obviously you're going to have a broker that you have to be accountable to, but if you really want to make real estate work, I hope you're not the personality that somebody always has to tell you, hey, you better get started. You know, you better get going on this project today. You better have a list, and I touched on goals in one of my previous videos. You better have a list every day of goals you want to accomplish. You know, how many people you want to reach out to and contact. You know, how many hours you want to dedicate to working on your brand or your website. You know, how many houses you want to go out and look at as far as open houses. I personally like going to these just to see people's different styles, see how they run the open houses, see how they interact with other people. And I did this before I started my career in real estate to kind of get an idea on what styles I think, for one, fit my personality, but for, you know, another thing, what actually catches people's attention. I've never wanted to be the guy at the, you know, you pull into a car sales lot and car salesmen pop up out of the woodwork and come chasing after your car, and they immediately grab your hand. They want to, you know, give me all your information. I want to see what you're approved for. I just want to, you know, see how much of a monthly payment you can have. Look at this car. You know, you're telling them that you want a Toyota, and they just walk you right down the Dodge section. Well, we got a great deal on Dodges today. Never wanted to be that guy. So I'm more, like I've said before, I'm more of a laid back, tell me what you want. Let me kind of adapt my style into what you want. The one thing that I know I always want to be is knowledgeable. You know, but the biggest thing to me is be basically kind of like a tool on my client's belt, an extra tool just of knowledge. If they need to know anything about real estate, if they want to know about housing, if they want to know about styles, what's good in the area, I want to study as much as I can and be a wealth of knowledge and be useful for my customers to go to. So back to a little bit to accountability. If you're not accountable for yourself and you're not self-motivated and you can't find that spark in you every day to get up and want to work, this probably isn't the business for you. And you know, I know this with a week's worth of knowledge. I've been up morning till night every day trying to think of my brand, think of my slogan, think of my logo, think of how I'm going to get potential clients and customers. I work more on this real estate business in the past week than your normal 40-hour a week job. You know, I'm up morning till night just grinding and grinding, and if I'm not projecting on something specifically for it, I'm thinking about what I need to do later that day in order to, you know, heighten that business. And this is just barely getting started. You know, this isn't even with me working with clients and customers yet. So be accountable, be motivated. In this job, you're only going to go as far as you take yourself. Okay, so that's kind of my little rant at the beginning, but let's talk about building your brand. This is something that I think hurts a lot of real estate agents. When I think of building your brand, this is your business. What do you want? If you see a commercial on TV and it's your business, what do you want that to look like? There's a lot of people that I think spend literally 5 minutes. You know, my name's Tanner, so, you know, some people are like, oh, my name's Tanner. It's going to be Tanner's Homes, and that's going to be my real estate. And my email is tannershomes@realestate.com. Let's go find some customers now. And that's not really what my goal is. I want to build a brand where people recognize the brand, and the only thing I can really touch on that kind of is close to that is you look at like NFL teams or college teams. Obviously, you have the individual players, but we'll take Dallas, for instance. The brand Dallas, the star, that's what sold, They take the company, they take Dallas, and you put it on Oreos, you put the star on cars, you put the star on shirts. You sell the brand. Also, I watch wrestling, so you have, even back in the old school days, you had Stone Cold. Obviously, Stone Cold sold, but he had the big 316, the skull. The brand sells. So my big thing that I want to be a unique brand that people want to buy into. Obviously, I'm in real estate. I want my brand to reflect that I'm in real estate, but I don't want to be like the 3,000 other real estate agents out here that have just a simple house or a brand. I want something that really is going to catch people's eye and is going to sell. I want my slogan to be something that when they hear it, they immediately know, that's Tanner right there. He's a real estate guy. I want everything. I have my slogan, my logo. I want my logo to be big enough that you look at it when it's up on a billboard, when it's on a shirt, when I'm handing out business cards at some kind of expo, you all just look at my card and that's my brand. I really think that people do not spend enough time working on their brands as they should, and I think that's a big downfall, especially when you have so much competition. Spend time, build your brand, and when you build your brand, I talked about it before, stick with it. Build your logo, build your slogan. You're going to adapt with time. You're going to adapt with, the world adapts as you go. Clothing styles adapt. People's interests kind of adapt on what they like. So you're going to adapt, obviously, but keep building your brand and stick with it. Okay, a little bit, of a contradiction there, but you kind of realize what I'm saying. Once you get it, you don't want to change it 15 different times, and so it kind of depletes the brand. You want to adapt, but you still want to keep the same, basic influences on the brand. So once you build it, obviously, we've talked before, social media. Build your Facebook website, your business page, build a normal website, and everything's going to reflect your brand. This goes back to what I was saying before. If you just have a simple Tanner's Homes type brand, it's going to be tannershomes.com. Tanner at tannershomes.com is going to be your email. And what's your logo going to be? Make it worth your time. This is your business. Build it. Put some time, put some effort into it. Make your business cards unique. Make your website unique. And add your character. Don't make it something you're not, but don't make it like everybody else's. You want your name and your brand to stick out, and you want that to sell. I think that's a huge thing in sales is if they see something unique, people kind of gravitate toward it. Obviously, you have people that are down and, on anything. You look at, say LeBron James. How many championships has that guy won and people still say he's a bad basketball player? So you're always going to have the naysayers. Ignore those, kick those out of your life. I'm sure there was naysayers when you said, hey, I'm going to start up in real estate. You probably had naysayers in your family and your friends that said, oh, that's not going to work. You're going to build off of commissions and the housing market's not going to be good one day. You've blocked them out to this point. Keep doing it. You had a passion. You had a vision. Keep stacking on that passion and vision and build your brand. Believe in yourself. Get confident. And that's another big thing for here. The more confident you are, it's going to reflect. There's a book out there called The Secret. And if you haven't read it, it's really good. I can't say that I looked at a lottery ticket and I won the lottery. It didn't happen for me. But as far as self-confidence, it's a really good tool. It teaches you how to change the way you look at yourself, and instead of thinking about all the naysayers and the negative things that could happen, it tells you, take a risk, be confident in that risk, and do everything you can to make it happen. The more confident things you say to yourself, the more confident things that you write down, the more positive affirmations you add to yourself every day is going to help your overall character. It's going to help your overall confidence. And if you're walking around and you believe in yourself and you're confident, it's going to rub off on other people. If you're sitting there every day going, oh, I don't know if this real estate thing's going to work. You know, Johnny down the street said that he did it and it didn't quite work for him. And, you know, I don't know how I'm going to make money and I don't know how my bills are going to go. Make a plan. Figure out how you're going to make it work. Follow your plan. There's obviously going to be hurdles along the way. There is in life. There is in general. Get your plan. Build some confidence and stick with it. Like I said, back to the branding though. Take time on your brand. Make sure it's unique. Make sure if it's your style, stick with it. And for the best term I can think of is shotgun it out everywhere. Your business cards go everywhere. Your website, send it to as many people as you can. Your Facebook, share it with everybody. Get your name, your brand out there. Shotgun it everywhere so it explodes all over the place. Everybody knows your name and start building that way. Once your brand, your business, and everything's kind of built, then we're going to go from there. You have the foundation. There's your foundation. You paid your fees. You got your sphere of influence. You start building your contact list. You now have a contact list set up. You have your relationship manager set up. You have your calendar ready to roll. So you have all the basic stuff right there, and you've built your brand. So when you talk to people, you hand them your business card. You say, hey, my name's Tanner. I'm in real estate. Here's my business card. It also has my website on it. Check out my website. You know, it has Twitter on there. You can look at my Twitter. They can follow along. And so have everything set up. Build your foundation. Once that's built, we'll start getting some clients and customers and be ready to take off and roll. You'll be confident. You'll have everything lined up so you look like you know what you're doing. That's all I got for today. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, follow along. Thank you.